Continuing with the boot camp review, this is part 2, converting rational numbers. Please do not let this word here stress us. A rational number is one that terminates, which means stop or end. So 4, 33, 33.33 terminates, ends. A rational number is also one that has a pattern, so a repeating 3 would be a rational number. Again, do not let rational confuse you. Let's take a look at how to convert from percent to fractions, decimal to percent, fractions to decimals, percent to decimals, decimals to fractions, and fractions to percents. Looking at percents to fractions. Step 1, convert to a decimal. Step 2, convert to a fraction. So here you have 14%. To convert to a decimal, remove the percent, move decimal to the left 2 spaces, and I started the decimal at the ending number and moved it to the left 2 spaces, and that's how I got decimal 14. To convert it to a fraction then, look at where the 4 is. It's in the hundredths place. Tenths, hundredths. So you just simply write 14 over 100, and that can be reduced to 7 over 50. Looking at percents to decimals. First step, remove the percent sign. Step 2, move decimals 2 places to the left. So we've already looked at that. Again, remove the percent sign. Decimal is at the end of the number. Simply move it to the left 2 spaces. And that's how you get decimal 25. 14.1, don't let all those numbers confuse you. Get rid of the percent sign. Move the decimal 2 places to the left and you get decimal 141. Going from a decimal to a percent, is this the opposite? Move decimal 2 places to the right this time instead of the left. So here, decimal 32, we want to make it a percent. Move decimal 2 places to the right, and then add the percent sign. So decimal 75, move to the right, and add your percent. Going from a decimal to a fraction, write numbers over place values and then reduce when necessary. So we've already looked at this. The last number is the 5 in the hundredths place. So it's 75 over 100, and that can be reduced to 3/4. Looking at decimal 002, tenths place, hundredths place, thousandths place. So it's 2 over 1,000, which can be reduced to 1 over 500. Again, when you're converting decimal to fractions, you're looking at to see where that very last number falls, and then you place it over that value. Fractions to decimal, simply divide the denominator into the numerator. 5 into 3. 5 can't go into 3, so you add a decimal. If you add it under the long division sign, you have to move it up to the top and add a 0. How many times can 5 go into 30 now? 6 times. And that's how you get decimal 6. From a fraction to a percent, convert to a decimal. The parentheses is what that symbol is. So you're going to convert to a decimal. From there, step 2, move decimal 2 places to the right and then add the percent sign. So convert to a decimal. How do you do that? By dividing. 4 goes into 1 0 times. Add your decimal. 4 goes into 10 2 times. You get 8. Remainder of 2. Bring down another 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times. So I have a 0 remainder. So that's how decimal 25. Again, those parentheses meant to divide. From there, move your decimal to the places to the right. 2 places to the right. So 1, 2, and then add your percent sign. And that's how you convert fractions to percents. That is the end of part 2. We'll move on to looking at ratios, unit rates, and proportions.